Hey guys, it's me, Sloan. So, hmm. Okay, so I've had my fair share of stalkers. Actually, I've had more than my fair share of stalkers. And there's always, like, the whole stalker phenomenon just weirds me out. And normally I'm really, really keen on figuring out the psychology of a thing. And while at first it was that for me, and I wanted to figure it out and I wanted to understand, so it not amused me, but like drew me in a fascinated me in a psychological kind of way. Where with my third stalker, I wanted to find out why, and so I kept kind of when I would catch her outside. At first, I would start walking up to her and ask her, "Why are you here? What's wrong? What's going on?" And she would try to get emotional with me and speak to me as if we had broken up and she was trying to get me back. And so I stopped speaking to her because it became a big emotional toll. I wrote a whole book explaining actually the situation with her. Not those little details, but the major, bigger part of the story and how she became my stalker. By the way, she's my biological sister. Wonderful, isn't it? Um, I say all of this to say that when an artist, a writer specifically, has a situation like with a stalker and they write about it, normally, normally, they take the names out and they just purge the story out onto the page as a form of therapy. One such writer did so and left the person completely anonymous and went into full detail. Now, in my book, I did not leave the person anonymous because it's very blatantly clear. First of all, it's my autobiography, and it's blatantly clear who the person is to all of the people who have been in my life, especially during those 20 years where she was literally causing harm to my entire life. Um, so I left her name in because, well, just the first name, because everyone knew who she was. Everyone who was in my life knew who she was. And it's not as if it's a big secret. So it didn't matter whether her name was in it or not. This other writer left her name out. And when I tell you, when I saw the Netflix series, I was so disturbed by it because it rang true on so many levels. Every time you walked outside of his house and saw her there, I remember the feeling of seeing my stalker there, and it was just, my heart sank. And I just, God, I still feel it. Like, dude, it's not the greatest feeling at all. At all. It's the worst. Then after he left her anonymous, she came out of the woodworks and decided to out herself as the stalker and do an interview with Piers Morgan. How insane is that? That's mad. If someone wrote about you and said all the horrible things that you did to them, why would you then come out and say, "Oh yeah, that's me. That I did that. That was me." Oh wait, but I didn't do that because this is the interview. I did that. That was me. That was me. That was me. He wrote about me. Hi, hi, hi. He wrote about me. Except I didn't do any of those things, and he's crazy, and he's a liar, and he's obsessed with me, and it really wasn't written about me. How are you going to go on an interview and prove that you are the crazy person that is in the plays, in the story, in the whatever, and try to deny that you're that person. But blatantly proving that you're that person, it's just insane. I don't understand the mind of a stalker. Despite the fact of having encountered them repeatedly throughout my life. And I don't get it. Do you get it? I don't get it. All right. Yeah. Talk to me. Let me know what you think. And I don't get it. I don't get it. But it was disturbing, and it was such a good show because it was so compelling, and it rings so true because I've lived it. You know what I mean? Like it when you've lived something and you see it play out on screen, and you're sitting there going, "Wow, yeah, that happened to me." Like exactly like that, or almost exactly like that. And the scene in the alley. Oh my God, just I'm It was a lot. And it just, why would she come out and say, anyway, I just needed to, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.